we're talking about a game where there is no information about it. It's a new game. Well, the idea is to play it just under the time limit and return it so they get no money. He definitely didn't do that because he beat the game. He platinumed it, which means you can't do that in less than 2 hours, especially on the console, because he played it on PlayStation. So he bought and played the game. I don't think PlayStation or I don't think the consoles have like a return policy like Steam. But even if you could, find a way to beat a game, especially a modern game like that, that's full of bullshit, it takes you like an hour just to get the fucking game running in some cases. But I don't even think that's worth doing, because there are plenty of games out here, games like this one, for example, that deserve way more of your time and energy. You can't give these woke games a fair shake. Exactly. That's my whole thing. It's like, we know they're woke, we know where they came from, we know what's funding them, we know why they exist, and what's even more frustrating is that they're wearing the skin of games that were beloved at one point. For example, Dragon Age, Mass Effect. So if you know that Veilguard is, like, from its inception, it's complete dog shit trash, why give it anything? Some people enjoy seeing dumb shit dunked on. I guess I'm not in that category, because, like, for me it's gotten old, because it's like the best dunking on it is complete apathy. Ignored outright. It gets nothing. It doesn't even get the they don't even get shat on. I mean, we can shit on it, but we can shit on it without playing it, I guess you could say. Because, for example, like, just using the example Dragon Age, it's like, after seeing the cutscene and we gotta do a bar, knowing what that game is compared to what it was, Dragon Age Origin, it's just like, you don't deserve anything. You deserve complete neglect, apathy, void. The only time you get any type of mention is when we're shitting on you for even existing. But that doesn't even require purchasing to do further, because you are that bad. Veilguard is that bad. There's no reason to buy it. But my thing is, like, any purchase, whether it's just 1 or 1,000, 1 million, is to their benefit. I want these people to die slow, painful deaths. I don't want them to get nothing. I want them to get as little as possible, so that whatever billionaire is funding that bullshit loses as much money as possible. I don't want him to get any type of return whatsoever. But that's just me. I think that might be more radical than most gamers are willing to do for whatever reason. But that's why I played Dragon Age Origins, or I played this. So I think I just got to be a little bit more aggressive with that messaging, because and this is just me. I can only speak for myself. Like, I kind of feel, I don't like saying feel. I just think that's I don't know. I don't know, man. It's a respectable position. Yeah, because, like, I just want things to go back to the way they were before. Like, the only bad game was, like, a bad game, not no propaganda bullshit. It's just a bad, like, oh, the controls are trash, the characters are boring. Not that, I don't like, back in the early 2000s, the bad game was just a game that wasn't good. It wasn't propaganda bad. That's a whole new category of trash that I don't think anybody should tolerate at all. I don't know if you know who Synthetic Man is. He's one of my favorite YouTubers, because I think the last video he posted about Dragon Age, he was like, you deserve what you tolerate. And I'm like, I agree. That's why you should tolerate nothing like this, and none of this filth at any point in time. It'll be a long time before even close to the good old days, if ever. Understand that. But I want the journey to begin. I want the journey to be in a a recognizable position to where, you know, it doesn't have to be everybody. You know, I don't expect everybody to get on board with this, but core gamers, core gaming, normies, you can't help them. They're useless. Like, normies gonna norm, but for like the core, you know, gamer aesthetic, people who care or are passionate about gaming are more than capable of doing it, and that's kind of what I want to push for. Because we don't need the masses, because the masses ruin everything they touch. Doesn't matter. They're gonna always be there. But you know, but that's just me. My tolerance for this shit is like just, it's waned to a point to where I don't even want to. I don't want these people to have anything, because they took so much away from us already. And it's just like, bro, like they don't deserve any level of. They don't know nothing. I don't want them to have anything. I don't want them to have a single fucking goddamn thing. I don't care how little it is. I don't want them to have a penny. I'm gonna be a Jew about it. I don't want them to get a single schmeckle, whatever that shit's called. Get nothing. But you know, that's just me. Amen, bro. Yeah, but you know, we'll see. Like, it's gonna be a while, like you said, but oh boy. Like, dude, y'all, you guys have caused so much damage. I don't even want to meme on you guys. I want you guys to cease being completely. I don't want there to be nothing left. I don't even want them to think about you in the history books. It's like, remember that point in gaming where everything was just like gay as fuck? I don't know what that is. I want it to be that memory hole. Same thing with and not just WoW games, but just like bad gaming in general, like Unreal 5. I don't know, I'm pretty sure you know about it, but you know, Unreal 5 games are so shit optimized because Unreal 5 is the Windows of game engines. Big ass, bloated, heavy piece of shit with all these useless, pointless features that do nothing to enhance the game, you know, aesthetic. That shit's trash to me. It's just another one of those things where I'm just like, gaming is getting ruined because of another big. Because like Unreal used to be good at one point, but the bigger this engine gets, and the more lazy these developer gets who rely on this one engine. Because back in the good old days, you made your own engine, so your game was truly unique. It was a one-of-a-kind thing. Now everybody just defaults to Unreal, thinking it's just like the end all. The Unreal Engine will save us. You know, the folks at what was it, the Red Engine that Witcher used to use back when they were a respectable company. It's funny, like they make Cyberpunk one of the most ambitious games ever, which is still technically what's the word? It's technically impressive what that game is capable of, what the engine in that game has done. But everybody's left, so nobody there knows how to fucking work on the engine anymore. So they default back to Unreal for Witcher 4, which means that game's gonna suck ass. And it's like Unreal 4 runs like shit on these $1,000 graphics cards that people want to spend all this money for. That's why I don't care for all the gimmicks. Nvidia is kind of guilty of this, in my opinion, because they push for all this pointless shit that does not benefit gaming, like ray tracing. Yeah, just more expensive gimmicky shit to trick you into buying these cards. That's why I'm such an AMD fag. It's like, dude, rasterization forever. These new AMD cards, like, you don't even need a new AMD card. These the 6900 XT, 6800 XT cards, more than enough for any type of gaming like this. But everything involving ray tracing and all this other bullshit, it's a waste of resources and money, because now they're trying to sell DLSS and FSR, which is upscaled shit resolution like 720p. Yeah, ray tracing is completely overrated. Yeah, exactly. It's useless in games. All it does is ruin performance. And so I'm like, what's the trade-off? And you notice a lot of games these days, and I don't mean to be like, you know, I'll get back to this later, but the games now don't even look like games anymore. Everything's some photorealistic bullshit. That's why games like this appeal to me so much, because like it looks like a game. They had to be, these rocks don't need to look real. They need to look creative and interesting. I'll remember this. I won't remember shit from an Unreal game because they all look the same. Even with Resident RE engine, Capcom, they're making their own engine. That's great, but it's just more photorealistic bullshit that is a resource hog on your machine. Monster Hunter Wilds, it's like RE engine is just more it's like a lesser Unreal engine. Just as expensive, just as photorealistic, it takes up more resources than necessary, and your game runs like shit. Gaming is so great.